Dr. Irene, can you tell us about the cooperation between your institution, SOGIP, and the Forum and Sesam Center?
Well, the cooperation started with the first meeting a long time ago, and we now decided to implement the organization of a particular conference on education and Indigenous Peoples' learning and system of schooling and education in a broader sense. And this is how we decided to combine our efforts so that we could put a model of researchers thinking with Indigenous people, on Indigenous peoples and with Indigenous peoples, with the forum cooperation with Indigenous peoples. Yeah.
So far, was it successful cooperation?
I think it has been a very good experience, and the conference proves to be an excellent model of how we can join efforts and bring people from all over the world, which is not very easy. And for SOGIP, which is a research center that I am representing here, it's particularly important to have a cooperation with the forum here, which brings the Nordic view and the Nordic system of cooperation with Indigenous peoples.
My last question will be, you have done a great work about Indigenous issues, and you have the SOGIP institution in Paris. What's your main interest and issues in Indigenous issues?
Indigenous issues for me are within the French system. It's one important aspect is that we have to consider that Indigenous peoples are now taking the destiny into their hands, and it's a responsibility of our centers and institutions and all individual researchers to take into consideration the changes that are affecting Indigenous peoples nowadays in their life. So consider Indigenous peoples are partners also. So this is for me the most important issue on working on Indigenous issues. Both is in terms of content, what does it mean, what does mean an Indigenous content, but Indigenous knowledge, Indigenous forms of organizations, and how that can possibly help us to think also of our own position within the world today.
Dr. Irene Bellar, thank you very much.
I thank you very much.